Psychologists have discovered that your response to a series of pictures can actually help determine your personality. There's no wrong answer when looking at these photos, but they will tell you just how artistic, confident, social, and nurturing you really are. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and please give this video a big thumbs up, because today we'll be walking you through a set of 10 pictures to test your personality. Part 2. 10. Depending on your age, you'll probably analyze this picture in a different way. Do you see the lovers in the bottle or dolphins? According to research studies, children are unable to see the two lovers because their brains are unable to process and distinguish the risque image. So they see the image of dolphins instead. If you're unable to see the dolphins at all, it means you're not so innocent anymore, and your mind may be just a tad bit corrupted. 9. There are two images in this photo. Do you see the duck or the rabbit? If you saw the duck first, you're like most people in the world. But if you're able to switch back and forth between seeing a rabbit and a duck, it means you're very creative and you have the unique ability to see and analyze the world in various ways. 8. Here's another photo to test your personality. After taking a quick glance at this image, what's the first thing you see? If you saw the profile of an older woman who looks sad, it means you're a pessimist and you're cautious about the way you approach life. If you see a young girl standing and looking off into the distance, it means you're young at heart and you have an optimistic perception of the world. 7. This artistic image can be seen in multiple ways. If you see an explosion, it means you're a very creative and artistic person with a vivid imagination. If you see a tree, it means you're observant. And if you see two hands, it means you always remain calm even in the most stressful situations. 6. In this photograph, do you see a face, a person sitting down, or apples? If you see a face, it means you're very curious and you're full of wisdom. If you see a person sitting down, it means you're well balanced and your life is generally happy. If you see apples, it means you're very social and it's easy for you to get along well with others. 5. The Rorschach test is a series of ink blots that can determine a person's personality. When you take a look at the following ink blot, what's the first thing you see? If you see a musical instrument, it means you're always in a good mood. If you see an hourglass, it means you have a well-developed ego. If you see a skeleton, it means you have an intense fear of getting sick. And if you see a duck or a crab, it means you doubt yourself and you don't think you have the strength nor knowledge to solve many of life's problems. It's definitely time for you to boost your confidence. 4. Here's another ink blot. What do you see this time around? If you're like most people, you probably see a bat. That means you are a normal, healthy person. If you see an elephant, it means you may be suffering from insecurity. And if you see a bird, it means you should stay single because you're probably not emotionally ready to be in a serious relationship. 3. There are 7 different animals in this photo. Which animal can you spot first? If you see the bird and the crab, it means you're very sensitive and you can be a bit emotional. If you saw the horse, it means you love being independent and free. If you saw the dolphin, it means you're a very creative person. If you saw the bear, it means you're a natural-born leader. If you can see the dog, it means you're nice and nurturing. If you saw the ducklings, go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back. They are the most difficult animals to see in this photo. If you were able to spot them in 30 seconds or less, it means you're very artistic. 2. In this next ink blot, do you see a roasted chicken? A cartoon cat who's in shock? A faceless woman wearing a wig? A doctor working on a patient's jaw? Or a rocket? If you see the roasted chicken, it means you get bored easily and you hate being alone. If you see a cartoon cat who's in shock, it means you're a very passionate person. If you see a faceless woman wearing a wig, it means you have very high standards, but you need to work on your patience. If you see a doctor working on a patient's jaw, it means you're comfortable in your own skin. If you see a rocket, it means you're a hard worker and you're not afraid to challenge yourself. 1. This last photo shows 2 sets of stairs. Which stairs would you use to go up and which ones would you use to go down? The answer depends on where you originate from. If you read from left to right, you probably choose the stairs on the left to go up. And if you read from right to left, you probably choose the opposite. Makes sense, right? Did you learn anything new about your personality after taking this test? Leave us a comment down below and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up.